Think we're going to begin. I will call the meeting to order. Sister Cities Commission, April 1st, 2024 at City Hall. We will begin with introductions and roll call, beginning at my far right with our mayor, please. Introduce yourself and we'll go around the table.
Kathleen Backer, Mayor of the City of New Ulm.
Ron Wendinger, Commissioner.
Ryan Filson, Commissioner.
Jeremy Reed, Commissioner.
Tom Schmitz, Commissioner and Acting Chair at this meeting.
Larry Mack, Commissioner.
Carolyn Smith, Commissioner.
John Vorwerk, Commissioner.
Elaine Holla, Commissioner.
Okay, thank you very much, and we're appreciating the members of the audience and looking forward to hearing from them a little bit later. So we'll move along to item 3 on the agenda, approval of the minutes. Everyone's seen those in the packet. I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes from March 4, 2024.
I'll offer a motion to approve the minutes.
Thank you.
I will second that.
Second, Filson. Any discussion on the minutes at all? If not, all those in favor of the motion on the floor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries unanimously. We will move on to item number 4 on the agenda, the financial report. Everyone has seen what has been sent out in the packet. So I think what we'll do is begin with a motion to accept or adopt the financials, and then we can get into any discussion. Motion, please.
Make a motion to accept the financials.
Second?
I'll second.
Second. Commissioner Berg. And then, any discussion about the financials? They're in the packet. Any comments, discussion at all?
Not
Okay.
much there.
All those in favor of the motion on the table, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. Item 5 on the agenda, the Hans Jost Cultural Exchange Program. What we need to do here, because of the situation with our outgoing participant, Ann Howard, she is requesting to slightly modify her stay in Germany due to studying abroad from May 20th, 2024 this year to June 21st of this year, and leaving for college right away on August 12th. So she is requesting a 6-week participation rather than the 12 weeks as stated in our program guidelines. So let's see, do we have an action form at all in the packet on that? I don't see an action form. So
Basically, it's an update of what she's able to handle.
that's my understanding, and I would suggest that we approve that at this meeting, if someone's willing to make that a motion.
I will offer the motion to approve a 6-week internship versus a 12-week term for the program for Anna Howard.
Thank you for the motion. A second, please?
I'll second the motion.
And there's a second. Any discussion at all?
Is this okay with Ulm?
I think we're in the process of verifying that, but I'm going to assume that it is at this point in time, and if not, I'm sure it'll come back to us.
Okay.
Great question, though. Any other comments on this topic? If not, I will call for voting on this. All those in favor of approving this, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries unanimously. So, let's see here. I don't see any action necessary on 5.2. Counselor Mack, do you see any action necessary on agenda item 5.2?
I do not.
Okay.
So
We'll move on to item 5.3. Our inbound intern, Annika Fisher, is planning to be here from July 1st to September 22nd. Thank you to the Halke family of Jane and Jim for agreeing to host her in that second half of that time period, August 11th to September 22nd. So it looks like we are still working on, employment type situation, or where where Annika is going to be working during her stay here.
Wasn't she originally coming in April?
That would be the PUC
Oh, I see.
intern.
Okay.
That was
I'm
scheduled
sorry,
for
I got the
April.
wrong person, yeah.
But
So, members, I don't see any additional information on this item in the packet.
What does it mean, purchasing department? What kind of job is she looking for?
Right, I don't have that. We probably did have some information in a previous packet. We
maybe
could-
she's in like inventory or analyst or data type.
So what kind of job, we don't have a job for her yet? Is that what I'm reading on?
That's my understanding, yes. So,
What are we
We
looking?
need a job yet in another host family, right?
Right.
that's my understanding, yes.
So maybe we could ask Lisa to put it out for memo to our Friends of the Sister Cities Commission and market it, and maybe KNUJ, Brian can help us out there a little bit, that we're looking for another host family.
Okay.
That would be much appreciated.
And I had somebody set up to work out at, what is the one with the stanky guy? James?
Design Home,
Design Home. I had somebody set up for that, and I don't know what they,
that was in interior design.
oh,
I think.
okay. Is that what the person wanted?
Something, yeah.
Okay. I thought it looked like a businessy kind of thing.
So my understanding is that between now and our next meeting, we should work diligently to secure or work towards securing the final host family or families, and then a place or multiple places for her to work when she gets here this summer.
My question, what kind of places? What are we looking for? I don't know.
Well, we see what's
Anybody?
in the packet
I'm
here.
just, first thing that comes to mind is 3M.
Oh, yeah.
We've
we
had
do.
3M in the past. I mean, we just had Felix there 2 years ago.
Yeah. Well,
What about the brewery?
I can do some checking.
Shells has always been good about
Brewery
taking
or
our kids.
Kraft.
I'll ask at 3M if they're interested to, I'll ask.
That'd be my first choice.
I'll see if there's some opportunities there in the,
Mhm.
in purchasing or analyst type work. I can do that.
I'm also looking back in some of our packets. Do we have more of a letter or resume from Annika?
We did get a resume. It would be probably in about January's.
That's really,
Okay, so we'll review that and send that out to the friends also.
Yeah.
Great point. So definitely some work to do between now and our next meeting related to our inbound participant, Annika.
So are you allowed to put any kind of an advertisement in the journal that you need this host family for about a month? You need them from
Month and a half this time. Didn't we
July.
decide we're going to do? Yeah.
July 1st to August 10th to be.
Correct. Yeah, so we will work with city admin to prepare some press releases and advertisements, and also,
Facebook.
Facebook, and do an email blast to our friends group. Any other discussion on this agenda item? Okay, then no action necessary, other than the fact that we're going to work on host family and participant locations for Annika to work. Next item under old business, item 6.1. Is there any update regarding the video segment with NewCat to provide an overview of the Hans Jost program? I don't know if we had a subcommittee, or is there anyone?
Wasn't that Steve that was doing that?
Gary Klemick was
Gary.
working on that.
Yeah, Gary, that's right.
So
So I would say we don't have an update, Tom.
No update at this moment.
I sent him
Okay.
pictures, that's all I can say.
So
And
still
permission.
we're-
Go on a limb and say we don't have an update.
Yes, all right. Well, we have a new CAT employee here, I think, in the booth, but we won't question that individual at this moment. We will look into that over the course
I
of the
think we should
next month.
question them at all times, but anyway. Hey now.
Okay. So we'll be looking forward to more information on the video segment on our Hans Jost program. Item 6.2, the Brat Stand, this summer 2024 Brat Stand at Cashwise. We have the dates in the packet. Wednesday, July 1 and Wednesday, Aug 21. It's going to be moved back to the front of the store, so a very visible location. Do we have a leader of this effort, a chairperson of this subcommittee? Or,
Never had that. What she doesn't she just sends out the little thing, we all sign it.
Yeah, get a
And we
sign
fill
the
it in.
sheet. And
And we
We wanna
pressure
get,
people to sign up for more times. That's how we've run it in the past.
And the chair, Keith, has arranged and brought the signage and
Yeah, he has all of that.
okay,
Keith
sounds
does.
great.
And when the time comes, I'll be willing to work on the Wednesday, July 31st.
yeah, she'll email out a
sheet for
sign
everyone.
up sheet, so.
Get a sign-up sheet out,
it-
great. Does anyone recall the approximate time periods of the day?
About
Is it-
11 to, about 5:36, is it something like that?
Yeah.
We start earlier, though.
10?
Somebody has to, open this. There's, whoever's first always
It's
starts.
over the noon hour and through the evening meal hour and throughout the afternoon.
And in the morning, right before lunch is when it's always busy and you need the most people. And then the
Okay.
afternoon kind of flags.
All right. Sounds great. Well, I think it's a very visible program activity for us, and I think it's
Have men that go out there and burn the brats.
They don't have to be men, but yes, we have brat burners, yes.
Whenever I go there, it's usually men that have the flames about this high and they've charcoaled some
You
of
can
it.
sign up to do brats if you want.
Oh,
but
boy.
I do too.
okay. So again, a great activity for us and a fundraiser and community involvement. More information to come. Be prepared for to sign up when the sign-up sheets come out. No action necessary on this item. We'll move on to 6.3, our Children German Day Language Camp. Our German language camp that's designed for children, and it's a day camp. I wonder if we have Beth here, who wants to speak.
Just a point of clarification, she did contact me today and indicated that she may not be here. And so, I don't see her, so if I can just provide you an update. She wanted to clarify that she is not available to do the camp and didn't know if there was an assumption that she would. But she is not available, but she is available to share her information that she has had and her experience working at the camp. And I'm not sure how many years ago that was, the last time that we've done one.
I worked too. I worked at lunch. They gave me X amount of dollars, and then I went and bought lunches for them. Every day, I think we had, does that sound right? Yeah, every day I did that. And then at the end, we had parents and lunches and a big lunch. I don't see it on here. I read the letter. I don't see them saying that we're going to do that. Does anybody know? Who's Michelle? Who's doing it? The name, Michelle Makwa.
Well, that letter's from 2013.
Okay,
So-
never mind then. That's the only. Oh, that's who Beth is. She's going to be the new teacher?
No.
No.
She wanted to clarify that she is not available to be the coordinator. And I think that would be the first thing that we'd want to do is we can't plan to do a camp unless we have somebody interested in leading that camp for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
So basically, this is going to be an action item that we're going to have to keep as a work in progress, and is what I'm understanding here from the update.
Yes.
I would think so also. And my question would be, has it not transpired since 2013, 11 years ago?
No,
Have
it's-
we-
It's been that long ago, has it?
He went away. Kurt Witzmeer's house. I don't think we've done it since then. I was never involved in it since then. And I think I
it
did
was
it
that
2 or
long
3
ago.
years in a row. It's possible. I don't know.
Okay.
I was off the commission for a while, so I
When
don't,
do they normally hold this? What month?
June, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
June, so.
I think we're running out of time here for
we are,
this.
I
yeah.
agree, Brian.
So I think we have to kind of look
Action
at this.
item.
Yeah.
Well, it says here that they would coordinate it with the Bavarian Blast, but even so, that's July.
Yeah, I don't see June. I see more of Bavarian Blast timeframe, July, not June.
So I haven't been here. So Beth was going to be the teacher?
No.
Never.
She was our contact.
She talked about it last year.
Okay.
Wasn't it? She was here,
Yeah.
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 So what happens if all else fails and you don't get anybody to
Well, we haven't done it in years right now. We were trying to
rejuvenate?
rejuvenate it, yes.
The first thing is you have to have a teacher. We have.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to have a
Number
teacher,
one thing.
teacher and/or
So
German
who's the
language.
contact? Who started the idea again?
I think the commission, we brought it up and we're looking at doing it again.
And
And
we went to our contact, and she gave us a little update last year, and we said, I think it was that we were going to contact her.
Can you remember what kind of participation did we have?
Oh, it was good. I think we did it like 3 years in a row, I think. That sounds right to me. And he did it twice, and then we had a girl do it 1 year, a student. She was his helper, and then after he went away, she helped him. Boy, I have notes on it somewhere. I turned them into somebody. Where would stuff like that go? I don't have them, I don't think, on my notes anymore.
So was this like a half a day? Like
It was a half a day in the morning, and we'd meet for lunch, and then we'd feed them. They might have run till 1 o'clock with the lunch being part of it. I don't know. Because people gave me free food. I just thought of that. Cashwise or Hy-Vee gave me free sodas, I think. I was out It's been a while. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked. We have to have a teacher. Bottom
Yeah,
line.
I mean, my first question would be, do we have a commissioner willing to coordinate this? Is anyone willing at this point in time to say they would attempt to coordinate it? And if not, we're going to need to, first of all, try to find a coordinator.
It was at the college, so will we have to work through them, with them?
I think it all depends on what the coordinator can get put together. There's certainly German language teachers and instructors in our various secondary and post-secondary schools. I don't know about our primary schools, but I'm certain that there's German teachers in town at the various levels, so there could be staff available, but we really need a coordinator. We would need someone to step up and say, I'm not going to be the teacher, I'm not fluent in Deutsch, but I will coordinate this and work to try to have it come together.
Mr. Chair, I went back a couple months here and looked at our 2024 assignments. It looks like the German language camp here, we have Elaine Holla, Lori Reiser, and Carolyn Marty on there.
Boy, you go away for 2 months.
This got, this was done by Lisa
I
and gave us
know.
our assignments.
We were the ones that signed up to help at the camp.
I don't mind going, I can walk over to the college and, because we have to start with that.
Yeah.
We have to have a place, because because it won't always be outside. I just read through
Yeah.
that Michelle Muckler
Well, I
letter.
mean-
It won't, so we have to have a place.
Well, I'm sure we could find a place, but we'll see if there might be a willing
A
teacher and/or
Place and a teacher,
maybe
yeah.
there's a student that might want to do that's staying in the community for the summer.
There has to be a syllabus
Well,
of
you know, they
sorts.
use the fairgrounds for some kind of classes for kids in the summertime.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you use that?
Well, I'm sure we could find a place.
Yeah, I don't think a location would
Location
be
will be a
hard.
problem.
What's about the POW camp out at Flandreau?
To get kids out there,
Well, we have
to
the-
get them out, it was 5 days, wasn't it, that we did it?
There's a shelter out there.
Civic
I would-
Center. I mean, if it's
We
in
have
conjunction
meeting
with
rooms.
Bavarian
Okay, so now-
Blast, if there's,
But we have to have a teacher and a syllabus, and there's,
and a coordinator, and we do have a subcommittee of 3 commissioners,
I
so.
will,
You'll walk to the college?
I'll go to the college, I'll start with that, how's that?
Okay.
And then I'll report to you, or I'll
Thank
report to
you.
somebody.
Yes,
I'll report.
To Lisa.
great.
I'll report it to Lisa. I'll check that out. I can ask that question if we can,
Yeah.
if there is anybody that has that kind of interest.
Wonderful. So
I
our
will do that.
existing
One step.
subcommittee will work on that and see where it goes in the coming weeks.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Let's move on to new business, 7.1. Okay, you see some information in the packet here. I'll read it into the record. To receive an order filed, a gift donated to the Sister Cities Commission from the city of Ulm and Neu-Ulm, Deutschland, of a wall fragment from the house where Albert Einstein was born. The gift has been already archived with the City of New Ulm Art Collection and placed in the display case upstairs on the second floor of City Hall. So we already have it in possession and archived, and you have some information and photographs in the packet here. I would suggest, if you're so willing, to make a motion to receive and order file this gift. Okay, we've got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Other than thank you to Ulm and Neu-Ulm? Then we will vote. All those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried unanimously. Moving along to 7.2. The action item is to receive and order filed a gift donated to the Sister Cities Commission from Dennis Warda of a bar of soap embossed with a sparrow, a Spatzen, and the word Ulm placed in a satin drawstring bag from Ulm, Germany. The gift has already been archived with the City Art Collection and placed in a display case on the second floor of City Hall. So you have photo and information here in the packet. I would entertain a motion to receive an order filed.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Okay, motion and second. Any discussion?
What about thank you letters? Has anybody done that?
We definitely need to do thank you letters, correct. So the chair and the mayor will work with admin to make sure we get appropriate thank you letters out.
That brick, I think we received this past fall in October already, when the
And the delegation was here from
delegation
Germany.
was here, so I don't know if a letter went out back then or just a personal thank you at that time by the mayor and the chair,
Okay,
Keith.
well, we'll look into it. So we have the motion and second on the floor. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries unanimously. And thank you to Dennis Warda. Moving on to item 7.3. The Narren are planning to go to Deutschland. Vi Plagi and Denise Drill, members of the Narren, will be present to speak to us related to their travel plans to go to Germany in December of this year, 2024, or possibly January of next year. So at this moment, I'd like to call you up to the podium, please. Introduce yourself. You're going to need to speak into the microphone, and this is recorded, so the whole world can tune in. Thank you very much. Introduce yourself for the record, please.
Okay, do I have to go closer or I'm fine?
That's good.
Okay, I'm Vi Plagi, and I've been with the Narna New Ulm since 1991. I'm nearing retirement, but can't give it up. No, I have a great granddaughter who is wanting to do that, so she has to have me there with her. So, but it's been fun. I have with me Connie also. She's Connie Beslin. She's on the board, Narna New Ulm, and then you said Denise over there. Okay, and Denise is on the board. So the Narren of New Ulm are planning to visit Ulm, Germany, February 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 2025. We are hoping to participate in the Fasching. It's actually called Fastnacht there. Alemannischer Ringtreffen events that will be held in Ulm on February 7, 8, and 9. To explain, a Ringtreffen is a gathering of 3 rings within a group. And in the southwest part, or Baden-Württemberg, there are many rings. So Ulm is in this ring and is hosting. The event starts with skits of sorts by different clubs. They actually do acrobatics and dance and so forth. Then they have a Hexenrauch. A Hexenrauch brings all the Hexens into the market area by the Munster, and they all come in with their brooms, and it's dark, and they have a pot burning over here, and it's really fun. And then they have a big dance social. They don't have any beer though. Just kidding. They do. They have it's fun. Anyway, then there is a children's event on Saturday. The kids in Germany dress up in the costume that their parents are. And they have baby buggies and kids marching. And then they march them to the Rathaus, I can't remember where it was, or Cornhall. And they do the same dances and things with the kids that the adults do. And they have like a carnival. And then the final event is the big Umzug, or parade, through the streets of the old town of Ulm. And there's probably like 200 clubs that are there, all with marching bands. They'll have a police unit and a fireman's unit, dressed in costume. So it's a very fun but busy weekend. The Narn of New Ulm have been in Ulm in 1997 and participated in a ring treffen, and we were allowed to march with the flag in the beginning of the parade. It was very exciting. Then we went to all the events. We returned in 2011, and that's when we met the Gaugaman Club. In Ulm, there are 6 clubs with about 1,200 total participants. Clubs can have anywhere from 25 to 200 in their club anyway to get to that 1,200. At least that's the way it was in 2011. At that time, we went to the clubhouse of the Gaugaman, and we got to be friends. We rode the bus to Biberach, where that was where the big ring treffen was that year. And we weren't in the parade. I can't remember. I have pictures. I think we were in the parade. So, in 2011, I think it was Kathy Ruby and I were invited to somebody at City Hall. I'm going to call it City Hall. I don't know what office it was. And I can't remember the name of the lady, Hermione or something like that. She was with the Sister City Commission. And at that time, she said to me, as I was president then, she said, well, you're here from New Ulm. How come you didn't let us know you were coming? So I've encouraged the Narn New Ulm Club to say that we need to let you know we're going so you can properly send us off with your blessing. And we would welcome any support or connections that you can make for us. And that's basically what I'm here for. Any questions?
Well, that was a wonderful explanation, Vi. Thank you very much.
I hope you appreciated that, but
yeah,
I
this is a
wanted
great
you to know
topic.
how exciting it is in Ulm when they have all the clubs there. The music alone and the bands.
So it's less than a year away.
Uh-huh.
Do they know you're coming? I mean, have they started planning, so to speak? We want to make sure they know you're coming also.
Well, failed to say I've invited Mayor Kathleen Backer to go with us, and she has indicated she'd like to. And I've asked her to make a contact. Have you been able to do that yet?
I was going to wait until you did a formal presentation, because when we met, you were going to meet with some of the Narn, and we weren't at the point of confirming.
Yes, that is true. We were. So we have 9 committed, or I wouldn't say committed, but yeses. And Joe Meyer is with, Joe. He's planning a tour. I'm hoping to make the connections. When we went in 97 and 2011, we have these wonderful connections here. You know, we had a band that came to Heritage Fest, and they were from Friedrichshafen and Eiligen, and we had the connection to get into the parade because the band member's wife's father was the Zumpfmeister. So we were able, that's how we got in to that. And then I can't remember our connections. We've just had, you know, lots of connections already. So currently, I do not know because it's been a long time since we've been there. And they haven't, it looks like they haven't had this big event with COVID and all since right before COVID. And Kathy Ruby had found out that they were having it that weekend through some connection. So it's Facebook. But yes, they don't entirely know we're coming at all, but
Well, there's time for that. I
yeah,
mean,
there
it's-
is. I mean, this is step one, get somebody
You bet.
to go. Step two was to get a tour guide. Step three was coming here.
Ask, are you planning to open it up to additional people to travel with a tour with the Naran, or is it limited to the Naran and their guests?
I think we're deciding that.
Okay.
What do you,
So Joe Meyer's trip would be separate to you going, or?
No,
it's
no,
at the
he's-
same time?
yeah, and he has asked. I've said that we will have at least 20 to 25, up to 50 people. And I am encouraging our NARN group to invite people to go along.
Are you looking for monetary money from the commission to help support this project or gifts to present?
Well, one, gifts, because we did do gifts, you know, from our club when we went. We've always, they have like, the president of our club would go and meet with all the presidents of the clubs, like a breakfast, and then there's like a formal presentation type thing that you do. So I don't know that we're at that point that, you know, if there is any kind of support or what that would be.
Or Vi, with Joe doing a tour, and if you're going to try and fulfill this tour, or if I'm hearing you or understanding correctly, that your members or your group are going to ask for other people to go to the tour.
Yeah.
But we had a tour this last year with Joe Meyer with our sister cities, and we helped market it with our Facebook page and things of that nature, and friends of the commissioners that did this tour, but maybe that's something we could help with possibly, or if Joe does a presentation.
My thought is that we could probably consider a motion to, endorse or encourage this trip and support in concept the trip at this meeting here. And then down the road in a future meeting or a future month, we can determine if there's anything else the commission can do or the city can do to further endorse or support the trip. But I think, a simple motion to encourage and support in concept this trip of the Naran going to Deutschland and Ulm is appropriate and doesn't commit the city or the commission to anything at this point in time.
And if I could also add that when I joined the NARN in 1991, I was, Kathy was working for Norm Travel, and she said, hey, we can go to Fasching there. And so I didn't really know anything about this. And when I got there, I went, oh my goodness. We went for the Fasching weekend. It totally sold me on what we're doing. And I went on to help form the group into, with a board of directors and all that kind of thing. And a little more organized. And I would certainly love if we could have our, I don't mean younger in age, but younger NARN who have just gotten into the group to be able to go to see it, to be able to keep the tradition going, because it is quite evident that we have a lot of older folks in the NARN. And, you know, in Germany, they have to quit when they're 60, so that would take a number of us away. So if there is any kind, you know, I believe we had a $1,000 grant from, Kathy, what did I say it was from the?
New Ulm Area Foundation.
Yeah, that then we came back to present. One of the things that we could do if we got some support is to share when we, you know, to come back here, something at the State Street Theater or wherever. But, yeah, at this time, just, I guess, letting them know officially, the sister cities in Ulm, that we're coming. And then we'll start, you know, making those connections too, along with
And do you
Kathy.
do additional fundraising or do you have anywhere that you put out things for donations to help with your expenses?
We haven't the other time, we come up with ourselves, but you know, I think it was $300 my first trip, $900 the next trip, and, well, now it's $1,400, huh? So,
How many members are in your NARN group?
39,
Okay. Is that about average?
yeah. Some aren't, what would you say our active participation is? Not, you know, we go out on events and then we try to get 8 to go, but here in New Ulm, you're going to see 17, 20, 24 out. But when we go, you know, we do, you know, our club goes in out and then we get a fee for performing somewhere, you know,
Sure.
so.
I would say probably 25. But then there's always the young ones that are just starting. Don't want to burn them out.
Sure.
But, yeah, I mean, you know, because I talked to somebody who just joined, he's really not that young, but 50 is young to me. And so I said,
Well,
would
yeah.
you like to go? And he said, yeah, how much would this cost? And this is one of the guys. And, you know, we love having guys in the group. So I said, I'd love if you could go. Well, I have to talk to my wife.
So I'd like to hear from any of the commissioners who'd like to speak, and possibly even the mayor, on whether or not passing a motion to support in concept this trip.
I'd make a motion that we support the concept, but also communicate. I mean, we definitely can do that,
Yeah.
you know, to welcome the NARN when they go and add that to the motion.
Okay, sounds great. We have a motion on the table. Second, please.
That and we have contacts. I mean, Anna Kohler is our contact for our sister city, or, you know. So,
This is just our initial motion. There may be other actions that the commission and the city can take over the coming months related to your trip. So we have a motion and a second. Any discussion on that motion?
I would just like to make comment that I appreciate the fact that we would support at this point the concept. And like was indicated, perhaps there's ways that we can help promote it. Once it's framed up and we have the exact dates,
This is the exact date.
you're just going to 4 days? or-
Oh, well, we're going, yes, okay. We
Yeah.
are going January 30th, 29th, 30th, through the 10, 11, 12th.
It's about a
February.
2-week trip.
Okay.
10
2-week
days
tour.
to 2 weeks, yes.
Yeah.
And we are going to go to Elsa, I think where you went. Maybe not? Did you go to, the commission go to Elsac and the Shell's home and it's
yeah,
in the Black Forest?
that was one of the destinations
Yes.
as well. Yeah.
We're going, Rottweil,
Rotenberg.
okay, and Joe is putting that part together where, and then we will meet actually NARN clubs there as well, so.
Wonderful.
Great.
It definitely is, though we want to stress that people that go along, it is a NARN. I mean, that's what it is. It's
Yes.
Fashi.
Sounds great. Any other discussion related to the motion on the table? If not, let's call for a vote. All those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries unanimously. Vi and the Naren, you have our support and concept here, and let's keep in touch and
Okay.
see how this grows and develops in the coming months.
I thank you very much for your time and your supporting the concept. There's like 9 of us that are pretty well committed to go. We will get together now, and then and then in May is when Joe is putting together the final cost, and then we will be seeking to see how many more would be going, and also deciding on any fundraising or anything that we can do. So we will let you know. Okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, commissioners, we have come now to item 8 on our agenda, which is simply announcements or comments from any commissioners or the mayor. Does anyone have anything they'd like to bring up? No, nothing new special under item number 8 for announcements. So with that, I see we have completed our agenda. And thank you all for attending. Thank you to our guests, and thank you to NewCat and all those watchers out in NewCat TV land. I will declare this meeting adjourned. Thank you.